Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Okay, so today I'm going to teach you Python. Okay, so learning Python is very easy. So let's say if I want to know the process of learning any programming language, then how do we get started? So first thing, step number one, which we should do is install Python. Okay, install Java, install Ruby, install Go. Second thing which we will do is here install and verify Python. Okay. Second thing which we'll do is run, write uh, hello world program, hello world program, and then run it. How to run that program? So this is something you can do. That. So how to run that program? Fourth step you should do. You should check out what are the variables. What are the variables types we have and how to declare it, variable types, and how to declare it, how to declare and use it. It's a variable. Now, next question you should ask is what are the operators in that language, in this case Python? What are the operators? And then once you have operators also that knowledge, sixth thing you should check is how to write condition statement, right? Condition statement in that knowledge, in that program. That is the sixth step. After that, you have to check how to write looping statement, looping, iterative, all this thing. You can say that. So how to write looping statement. So you got to know here uh, variables, operators, condition, looping. Now what next? So you should check how to write function. Okay. And then ninth one, how to go into the oops concept like a class. Write a class. And this is something which you can get started. Are you understanding all of you? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah. So first thing you should check how to install. So in all Linux, you will see the Python is already installed. Okay. The only thing is you need to check whether the Python 2 is there or Python 3. If you have a Python 2, then you should try to install Python 3 and make it a default Python 3. If you want to download in Windows also, let's say Python download, enter, and from here you can install that through MSI file. Okay. If it is Ubuntu apt install Python. If it is CentOS yum install Python 3. So something like that you can do that. So it's a exe file, and in my laptop I have already installed it, this exe file. So here it's you see the version 3.11.3. This is the latest one, 3. So go for 3. 2 is the older one, not useful anymore. So that's something which you can do that. So let me check this. If you have that document for this Python installation, okay, and here you see that Python installing on a Linux, CentOS, and Windows. So this will help you to install this. So this is for 1.2. This is for CentOS, Windows. Anyways, you can get it from here. So now the next question is how do we validate whether installation is done or not? So simply go to the command line, type Python and version and Python hyphen version. And here you see that I have a Python installed, and you can check that where Python. So this is the location. This is Windows and then the location. Understood all of you? All of you? Hello?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. So that is a Python. Now, editor, you can use anything. If you are comfortable with Visual Studio Code or Notepad or anything, you can use it. That's not a problem. But there is one editor available, which is you can use it. This ID you can see, you can that also you can use it. So here, this is the editor here. Oh, this is shell actually. So here you can run the Python command also. There's one editor also I downloaded, and which one I forgot. I'm not using it, but the demo I had downloaded. So wrong that. So I can uninstall it, I guess. Yeah. So just type in Python editor, Python editor. If you want to use it, you can go ahead and PyCharm, PyCharm. Uh, this is the one. So many people are using this one also. PY, let me see, PY charm configuration. So you can go for this one also. It's up to you. Notepad is sufficient for me, or something like that. So you can go for this one also. H editor designed for Python. So PyCharm. Here you can open up this one. So that is also installed. It's a executable. You get exe, download it, next, and finish. That's all. Okay, so now we got these two questions done. Any doubt here, guys? All of you? Hello?
How to set the
Hello?
virtual environment?
Yeah, I'll show you that. Yeah. How to run that program? Now, what? How to run Hello World program or something like that? Okay, so that is something which so any Python program which you are storing, okay, let me create this one py. So start with .py extension. The file name can be anything, and it should be py. So first .py. Now this is the extension for Python. Now open that file here. Okay, and you should write your program. Now hello world program, how we'll do that? So let me take my index Python hello and just copy and paste this one. So I just write a copy and paste. Copy is not happening. Yeah. So here, this is the program. This is the hello world program. What we are doing, printing one string. Hello Python. Now, print is a function which is inbuilt, and hello on Python is your string. Now it will print just like echo we have in shell scripting. Print, echo, printf, cout. Different languages have a different way to print. So same way Python will print. So this will print. Now if you want to write commented line, which just for comment purpose. So you can use single line comment hash. Okay. Now if you want to in Python, if you want to use multi-line comment, then triple string you can put it up, and then inside that all this thing you can do that. So now this program this will run. Now go for it, command line, and in order to run this program, just type Python and first .py. Can you see here? You run. So now what we have learned is how to write a program, how to store the program, and how to run the program. So these are the something we have done it. Now after understanding this, okay, installation part and then running the basic hello world program, now we need to know what are the variable types we have in Python. Okay, and that is where I need some help from the slides. It will help me. And this is the place. Let's go for here. So look at this. These are the types of variable. That means these are the types of variable which you can use in the Python. You have a numeric. Numeric, again there are three types: integer, complex number, float. We have a dictionary type, Boolean type, set type, sequence. We have a string, tuple, and list. These variable types is divided into two parts. Okay, mind it. These variables are divided into two parts. We call it immutable data types and we call it mutable data types. Now the question is, what is the mutable data types and what is the immutable data types? So mutable data types in Python, where the value assigned to a variable can be changed. Okay, that means you can change the list values, dictionary values, sets values. Where immutable data types in Python, where the value assigned to a variable cannot be changed. For example, number, string, and tuples. Okay, so this is called mutable and immutable. So there is one more category which we have. We call it a primitive data types and non-primitive. So what is a non-primitive and primitive? So those data types which come from the Python 1 and 2, which is called primitive. Which data type which is added from the Python 2.02 onwards, that is called non-primitive. So that means in that case, primitive means which has come from the Python first few releases: integer, string, boolean, and float. Non-primitive means list, arrays, files, tuples, and sets. This is the complete list of data types which you can see: primitive and non-primitive. So primitive we have integer, float, string, boolean. Non-primitive, array, list, again different types of list. You can consider this as a data structure: linear, non-linear, stack, queues, graph, and trees. And tuple we have, dictionary we have, set we have, file. So pretty long list which you can use in Python. Now the question is, how can we declare the how can we declare these data types? So look at it here. Numbers you can represent in the 1, 2, 3, 4, or decimal or fractions, whatever you want to put it up. String you have to put it in a double quote. Okay, carefully. String you have to keep it in a double quote, so it will become string. List you have to present in the square bracket. So square bracket here, if you can tell me how many element you have in the list. So here you have three element, but if you look at the second element, which has a which is a list again in nature. So list inside a list is possible. So yeah, string you have in double quote, list you have in the square bracket, dictionary you represent in the square key and value format, but curly braces. Look at it very carefully. Okay, dictionary, curly braces, and key and value format. Tuple we have in parenthesis, and then separated by comma. Files we have, sets we have, and other types which we do have. So this is the different types which we represent. Okay, so now look at this. Python is a not a strong type programming language. What is a strong type? That means in a Python, you don't need to specify the type of the variable. If you are coming from the background of C, C++, Java and all, then we have to specify type. You see the top in C++ or Java, you specify first type, and then you define the variable and then value. In Python, you don't have to do that. So that's the reason we call it Python is a loosely typed programming language. Python is also interpreted language, whereas Java is compiled language. Anyone would like to comment on this? Interpreted versus compiled? Anyone would like to comment on it?
For other languages like C, C++, you create a .exe file. So you compiled and you created a file that can be carried to another machine, to another process, and then execute. In Python, it goes line by line. So one line depends on the
Yeah.
it,
Anyone
it
else
depends on the
would like to
outcome
add?
of the previous one.
Yeah. Anyone would like to add on top of it?
We don't need the compiler, I think. Python does everything by computation itself.
Yeah. So understand this. Uh, so let's say if I understand in Hindi and you can only talk in English, then I need what? I need one translator. Let's say nowadays, at least in India, everyone understand English, but let's say Chinese. So you understand Indian languages, maybe Hindi, English, Telugu, or something like that, or and then your friends is only understanding Chinese. So you need a translation. So same thing happens in the programming language also. It's not a different. So here, this is you. This is a human, and human understand one language, which is this one. I can read it, this language. I can understand this. What is a print? Hello Python. I understand this. But Python or any other languages have no idea. So what happened, like a Java? So what happens? There is one compiler is there. Okay, compiler. First, this language is converted into that language. So here, this is a conversion, compile conversion. Okay, and then one interpreter is there, which explain, hey machine, this is machine. Okay, this is the machine kernel. So this kernel, let me create a robotic kernel, something like this. So this is the kernel, and this converted code, this is a binary. Okay, binary, which is format of 0 and 1. Okay, this was not a 0 1. You see that this is not 0 1, but here this is a 0 1, and user interpreted to explain this machine. Machine responds that in the 0 and 1 format only, and again interpreter convert that into the uh, machine language, human language, and then get you that knowledge. So this is all this done by compiler and interpreter. So in a Java and C++, you have to compile it and then you have to interpret it separately. Interpret it means run it. Okay, so first convert into binary and then run this binary code. So we have a JAVAC for compilation, Java for running, and then machine understand that, and machine give you the results that again reverse way you understand that. So in Python, what happens? This compilation, compiler and interpreter is combined together. That means you don't need to create a binaries automatically. Python will do internally and do the rest of the work. Understood? So that's the reason we call it um, um, Python is interpreted language, because everything is happening directly. But Java and C++ is compiled language. Are you understanding now? All of you? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now Python is also loosely typed language. That means you don't need to specify the type just like other programming language. So here, this is how you can represent the integer 10, float, complex value, and so on. Okay, so now you see that here 42, which is integer, this is a float, and here you are using operators, which is a plus, I'll tell you, answer plus pi, this is the one. And you can also hint that type, so that way integer pi and float answer, this hinting you can do that. Okay, so now let me show you some examples for it, and here just type Python data types, and here you have a different types of data which I can show you for the demos. So here we have a list of it, and this is a function. Okay, mind it, not true. So here start with list, sorry, string. So here, so if you see that here, this is the string, Okay, and here we are using print, and this is the built-in functions. We have a length, and here processing it length of this string 34, and here your x hello world, this is one string, and here using the built-in function replace, you are replacing the one of the word world with universe and then printing it here. Here again, here you have a string, and then using the one of the function built-in function, you are splitting that the string by delimiter and then printing it that way. So this is the way you can work with the string. And others also, let me show you some example for list here. Okay, here, let me run this code first, and these all codes are working code, so you will have it this one. So look at this here, answer for it, this is 34, hello universe, print y hello universe, print n 15 line number and 69. So this is the way you can use this string. Now this is the one where you can use a list. So let me copy paste this code. So here you have a one list line number 4, and we have a 1 2 3 4 5 elements you have, and this is the representing index 0 1 2 3 4. So here 0 index will display the red blue. So this is how you print it. If you want to do more work with the list, so if this is the one list here, and here you are saying, hey, print the range from the index 2 to 5, here 0 index to 2 index, and here we have a negative index, so print the index 3 to -1, so opposite way. So this is the one. Changing element of list, so here you have a list, here you are printing that, and you are changing that 0 should be red, it will become an orange, and then you are printing that whole list. And again your negative index you are using to do that. You can add also using append function. Append is a list function which you can do that. So like that you can use the different things, you can do that and get it done. So we have few more data types which I'll show you. uh, we have one consolidated one, so where is that? I think this is the one. So yeah, so this is the one which you have. So look at this here. Here you have all the data types, uh, and some examples are here. So this is the number, this is the number, and you are having output of it. This is the list, this is the string, this is set, this is the float, and some more example for float downside is there. So yeah, so this is different types, and declare, you can declare that. So now we'll come back to this point a little bit more, but we have to combine the variable types with operator and function, built-in function. So let's move on to operator. So now operators. So what are the operators? So operators is a way to process the different variables. Operators means simple way like plus, minus, multiply, division. Compare operator means equal to, less than, greater than, all these kind of things. So in Python we have arithmetic operators, we have assignment operators, we have a comparison operators, we have a logical operators, we have identity operators, we have membership operators, you have bitwise operators. So look at this, some examples. So arithmetic, here we have in this slide arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operators. So how do we do that? So here if you see addition, how can we use it? So 2 plus 5 results 7. Subtractions 40. I mean, it's not a great thing. You just get a format of it. So here you have a different operators like addition, subtraction, multiplications, division, modulus, power, exploration, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to, assign, add and assign, and all stuff like that. Okay, so look at this here, some of the operators which we are using here. Hello world is equal, this is a comparison operator, hello world. So single quote and double quote and triple quote, all are, you can use it in the string representation. Are you understanding, all of you? All of you?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah, so this is all, but typically we use the double quote. Now here you see that how to use functions in the string type. So there is one string which is called hello, and this is a function, capitalized function, which is a built-in. So there are so many built-in functions are available, which I'll show you sometime. So in this session, so which you can use it. So here hello capitalized, and the results will become a hello. If you want to replace is alpha, means is it alphabetic or is it digital, all this thing you can use it. So with the string functions are there which you can use it. Now which are the functions available for the string? So here I will go for data type string. I'll just type string, and here function, I'll just type, I'll show you the list for it. uh, Wait a second. This one. So if you see that, so these are the functions available in the list type. That means these are the function you can use it. Append, clear, copy, count. Here you see that. Here you have, and this is the function again. Now how can you use it? This I was showing you. These are some examples are there. Now this is the list actually. So how to get it from others? List of functions. Just a second, let me search for that. Here it is. So so this will help us. So look at this string one. What are the functions available? So string one, here only list we have array, and if you tuple set, so which is the function? Here it is. So list of function for list, if you see the one which I showed you, these are the one, and list of function of a tuple, these are the one, these are the function. Okay, and list of function for array we have, these are the one, and list of function for set, these are the one, list of function for dictionary, these are the one, list, and so on. Okay, so these are the functions for all this stuff, inbuilt function sets. So the question is, how do we get this all list of function? So in this code, if you see that I have mentioned this, look at this. Here this is the tactics. So I'll find out myself how can we have a list of functions. So first let's list of function for string. So how do I do that? So let me define the one string first. So here string, which is here Raju. This is the string, okay? And there is one function which is built in, which will tell you that what are the function for that type. So here I decided dir used it, which will list out the function, and then print C. So here there is one string. Dir is a built-in function which I pass this string and then printing the C, and whatever the functions available for string type, dir will show me to the C. Are you understanding? See that here. You have these are the functions available in the string. Are you understanding, all of you?
dir will show all the functions related to the string. That's what you're saying, Rajesh.
Dir is will show you. Dir is a built-in function, and the work of the built-in functions to show you the all the function available of that type. Here I say list, I will get list. Here if you see that here I have copied from this list. So here it was a list, and now it's printing all the function built-in functions available in the list. Add, class, contain, dir, these are all the built-in functions. So this is the best way to know that. Else if you Google it, you will have a few of them available. This will tell you everything about your programs and stuff like that. See, these are the functions. These are the functions, inbuilt functions. Everything can be used.
Yeah, Rajesh. But we never use this type of function like underscore underscore add underscore underscore those.
But you use this one, right? This one.
Yeah, we use that one in arrays. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see the output till here underscore, but here you see all the functions. These are the functions. So here, just to know that, I mean, what I could do, you
So,
can see the
so
list of.
what is this underscore then? What is the meaning of this uh,
So these are the
underscore?
things which is a classes available for it, uh, init classes. So we need to discuss about the classes somewhere here. So these are the function and these are the classes available. So you can extend these classes also if you want it, just for knowledge
That
purpose.
that means this function is giving the class name and uh, function name.
Of all the classes available for a string, you will get it.
Okay, okay.
String. So like that, this is the simple way to get it. So if you see that I have done for tuple also same way and list out here. I have done for array also same way, list out here. Array means string, you can say. Okay, this is string. And so like that, a set also you can do that. Okay, so these are the functions, inbuilt functions. So coming back to so every type you can utilize. Here in Python, you can also format the string as per your need. Look at it very carefully. Here you have a name, which is string, machine also string. So here you are formatting it. So there is one function which is called format. Let me show you here also. Uh, See here, correct now? So here there's a function which is called format. If you use it, can help you to format also. So if you see that here, only you are specifying nice to meet you, and automatically curly braces 0 means first string defined, and then second defined like that, and format name and machine. So here name is a 0, first index, machine is 1. So this way you can do that. In short format, you don't have to use the format, just use a f, and directly you can, instead of index name, you can put it a name directly in machine. So this way also you can format it, up to you, inside the string. Now here we have boolean and none. So boolean means true and false. So here Python course is set true, Java course set is false. So here you are doing that, hey, convert int Python course and give me the number. So here you converted true is equal to 1 and Java course 0, false is equal to 0. You convert it in string. You want to put it in the string str. These are the functions for conversion, type conversion. Okay, so like that it can be used. List. Look at this here. This is the list one top, which has a content element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we call it index also. So first element we have an index 0, then we call it 1, index 1, just like that. So always index start, list start with the index 0. Okay, and how do we print this list? You have it in front of you. So look at this index number, it will print 0. Index number 1, it will print 1, like that. Now here you have range. Actually, if you look at it very carefully, start with index 0 to last, everything again. Here index 2 to 4, index 1 to 3. Here start from 0 up to the index 4. So these all index you can play with it to represent the list. Are you comfortable with this?
Yeah.
So guys, we have a negative index also. Look at this here carefully. This you have to little bit work on it. So index we have a starting with a 0. This is there is one list probe probe. We have 5 element, p one element, r second element, o third element, like that. So normal index we understand we start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's a negative index also. So negative index, which you say negative index -5, which is 0 here. -4 represent R, -3, 1. So negative index start with the -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. So look at the list of element, and then last element will become a -1. Okay, so you can use a negative index also. So here if you see that how to declare the empty list, first line, how to declare the list which has a 3 element, second line. If you see that all element we have a string type, actually each element. So here how to print each elements 0 and 2 you understood. Negative index, remember the last element will represent -1, so Jessica, it will return Jessica. So are you understanding how to use the negative index also in Python? All
What
of
is the
you?
purpose of negative element, Rajesh?
Sometime what happens, uh, you know the last element, and and you want to cut it between the first few element and the last few element, then you need that in between median. So use cases again depends on that logic, but sometime you start from the last element instead of the first element, then negative index is useful for you.
But mostly in the normal Java and all those things, we don't have this negative. If you're putting the negative, it will throw the exception. So in
Yeah,
the
negative
Python,
index I think is a part of Python and Go also.
okay. So in the negative, how they calculate? Suppose that here we having 3 element. If I will pass the -1, then which element it will pick
Jessica,
it?
because here I showed you know, look at this here. P R
Okay.
O B start with E start with -1, B -2. Last element
Okay.
will represent -1.
Okay. Okay. So last element means in array, last element is the -1, and from the left to right,
Yeah.
right to left is minus.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, there are functions also for the list. These are the some of the examples here. And here I showed you all this simple way to know that all the built-in function for list. Here it is. This code I have explained it to you. So remember that it'll be in the recording. So this will help you. So practice it. This is the easy way to get it. For example, sometime what you have, I'll give you some important things. Sometimes you don't have internet or you cannot refer the Google. So in that case, just run this code immediately and then run, you get this here, and immediately you will come to know this function is there: append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, and all. So that way. How to use these functions? Some examples, let me give it to you. So here you see there's one list which we have student names. You want to print the third uh, uh, third element, which is Homer. You want to add it. So here you are setting up, hey, third element, which is 0, 1, 2, third element, Homer. So you got a, you cannot do that actually, this one. So what you need to do, you need to append this, use the function called append, and this will add it Homer. So this will become a 4 element for it. So now here you have a student names with a 4 element. Now, if you want to set that, if you want to check that if some elements are there in the student or not. So if you say here mark in student name list and it's equal to true. If it is mark 1, it will false. That way you can check that some elements is exist in the list or not. If you want to find out the list length of student list len, you want to delete some elements, so then you can use del and something like that. So len, del, append, these are the three functions which we used it. So here you see, here you have
So
append.
here it is a predefined array length is there. Yeah, we can add any element after. Suppose that we define the one array, and I can put the, suppose that here you have three array 0, 1, 2, and I put the fourth element. It is able. It can do.
Append, you have to use it the functions to add the element. So here you have three element: Mark, Katrina, and Jessica. And if you want to add it something like line number 2, you cannot do that. So you have to use append functionality.
Oh,
So here append len and del. So let's check it out if you have in this list. So here you have append and here you have a len, length, and then del should be somewhere here. Del attributes, del item. So it's been here. Okay, so this way you can use this. Okay, slicing also you can do that. Slicing means just printing the one which you needed. I think I have shown you these options already. Printing the list also, you understand this, and so on. So now let me show you some examples for it. So I am looking for one index page for data types. So data types, Python data types. So here you have a list, a data type string. Here you have a dictionary. Here you have a list, and I think here we have a consolidated one. And here also we have some differences. So if this is an interview question, I must remind you what is the difference between list, array, tuple, set, and dictionary. This is a very important questions thread. I spent at least half a day to write it. So please take it this one seriously. I'll explain it to you a little bit here now, but it's a pretty long things. So please understand this. So this complete reference you can open up here, and here you have a in Python introduction, and here this is what I was looking for. All variables. Here I have a types of variables: variable in Python, number, string, doc string, list, dictionary, constants, and reserved, and environment variables, all this thing. And then we have operators. Okay, so let's do that list here, and I've explained it to you, so I'll just simply run this program, some programs. So here let me explain it to you. So here you have a list, one element: red, green, blue, yellow, black. 5 elements you have. How to print red and blue? Here you have one list, and here we have range. How to print the range? Slices the element to the range. So 2 to 5, 0 to 2, 2 to -1. I will talk about the negative index. Here you have a changing element of the list. So here you have a list and you are changing it, and here print n, and then again you are doing all this stuff, and here you are adding it. So let's try. Now look at it. So these are this just printing it. Look at this one, changing the one. So here you have, you change this and 0. So here, and so earlier it was red and you change to orange. Here you have orange, green and blue, so which is got printed. And here you change that again from -1 means blue to violet. So here you change this blue to violet here, and after that printing it. Are you understanding? Now last one, which is here. Look at this one. So here you're appending one new element. So you cannot append new element just like that. You can change the element here, but for appending you need append function. So you can do this here. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the list element. Now I'll show you some string also. So string, oh sorry, this one, a dictionary also. So here, this is the dictionary which is in a key and value format. Look at it. Some programs. Copy this here. Now here you have a dictionary which I told you. You have to represent in the key and value, and it's in curly braces. So name, key is key, value is Bob, age is a key, value is 25, job and key value. So how do you print the key and value? So here print D, which is the name of the dictionary, and the key. It will display the Bob. The age 25, job dev, like this. If you want to add a key and value to dictionary, so this is the way you can add it. So here age is here you have a existing dictionary, and here you are adding that e city is equal to New York. So here you added one more additional stuff. This is the way to add it. So let me copy this and run this program. Here you see this part. Oh no, wait, I did not save it. If you see that here, this is the one element. Last one, look at this, adding it, and here you added New York also city. So this was there earlier. So okay, so this is the dictionary also. Few things also is here, reserved keyword in Python. You should check it out. So this has a complete variable types, so it will help you to understand. Any questions on the types side, guys? All of you? Okay, now we have something in operators. Let me show you some demo of operators also. So here we have arithmetic operator. I explained it to you, plus, minus, all this stuff. So this you have some explanations also, and this is a some code, actually example code. So here there is a two variable. Can you please tell me what type of variable this is?
The integer type.
Integer means number, right?
Yeah,
We
number.
have
Yeah.
number type. Yeah. So these are the number type. How to do the arithmetic operator, because number is there, so you can do arithmetic operator, plus, minus, all this thing. I don't think so. This should be very extreme to understand, because all are simple. Plus, minus, x plus y, x minus 1, x minus y. So this is the you will see the content, and it will happen here. Look at this. This is a mod, and so on. So yeah, just running these programs are all are ready made, and you have to understand this. Now there is a one operators here, assignment operators. Look at this. Let me close all this thing. Assignment operator and relational operator. So these are the popular one. So here just copy this here, paste it. So here, this is the arithmetic operator. Here you have assignment operator. This is arithmetic again. Here you have. So if you see that here, so this is the two variables, and here you have a arithmetic operator. So I'll just get rid of it. Okay, so here you see assignment operator, is equal to, not equal to, less than equal to. So let's run this program here. So this is the assignment operators, you can use it. Here you have comparison operator. So here you are comparing. So same thing. Assignment operator, comparison operator, is not equal to, and stuff like that. Here you have arithmetic operators. So, yeah. So multiple operators also you can use it here and get going. Now next thing. So after understanding the world of operators and variables, okay, you have to have a little practice for it. Then next thing we are going to learn conditioning and looping. Any questions before that, all of you?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.